What's going on, you guys? What's Mr. Your Excuse? Back at it. Bam, baby. We give you guys the review, or a preview of the, not a review, a preview of the Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, this Saturday, December 20th in Las Vegas, alright? We're just gonna break down what I think of the fight, the build-up, and all the nonsense behind it. This is for the WBA Super, which Keith Thurman holds. Okay, Thurman got that when he fought Guerrero, and he got the interim, which is the one that Manny has now, when he fought Chavez, the Argentinian guy, Diego Chavez. That was a good fight, man. Diego was undefeated. You know, his KO percentage is through the roof, but Keith took care of business, so that was a good scrap. And Pac-Man got that WBA interim that he has from Lucas Matisse when he put him down. I have mixed feelings about this fight, man, because with this whole VADA testing nonsense, I'm not too happy about it. I mean, yeah, I guess you could say each fighter could take whatever he wants, and it's an even matchup, but I wish they would have both signed up to the VADA testing. Okay, so with this VADA testing, it means that you could take whatever you want before, and then right before the fight and after the fight, you'll get tested, okay? So that means that throughout your whole camp, you could take whatever you want. They are gonna implement, the Nevada State Commission is gonna implement their own VADA-like testing, but it's not gonna be the same, man. VADA has popped many guys, Brandon Rios when he fought Pacquiao. They got just late, not too long ago, what's his name, Baby Miller. Bunch of stuff that had gone under the radar, and then once they sign up for the VADA, they popped positive. The only two times that Manny agreed to doing VADA testing was for the Morales fight and for the Floyd fight, and he actually lost both of them. So, I'm not gonna make assumptions because I'm not there. Everything happens behind closed doors. Thurman didn't get a gun to his head to agree for the fight. Obviously, he's not going to churn out a fight of this magnitude. Okay, Spence was already going to be busy fighting, what's his name, Porter. He's not going to fight Danny again. Doesn't gain anything out of it. Alright, so he's not going to fight Danny again. He's not going to gain anything out of it. So why not take this fight with Pacquiao? He's gonna make, I think, close to 10 million. He's gonna beat the Hall of Famer he always wanted to fight when he didn't get that fight with Floyd. He's fighting a legend, getting paid. He's getting that pay-per-view fight. So is it a gamble for Thurman? Yes, it is, without that VADA testing, but at the end of the day, man, he made his choice. And if Pacquiao comes out swinging like he's got two damn bricks in both hands, like he did when he bit the living hell out of Margarito, Cotto, De La Hoya, etc., then, hey, man, Thurman took his chances. And that's what that's the price you have to pay, man. Every action has a consequence. Again, I'm not saying Pacquiao juices. I'm just saying it's very ironic he doesn't do the VADA throughout the camp. He does take those optional, tests that the Nevada Commission will do, but they're not the same. You've seen how many people fly right under their radar with those Mickey Mouse tests. And then the two times he did get tested, Again, Floyd and Morales, you know, he lost those. Again, either way, this for the WBA. VADA testing is optional. The fighters got to pay for it. We know it's not cheap. So, whatever, man. It is what it is. So that was the main first issue that everybody kept rumbling about for this fight. The second one is Pac-Man being old, okay? What you got to understand is that Pacquiao has been fighting once, maybe twice a year in the past 8 years, I believe. I know he hasn't fought more than 2 times for a long time. So 2019, this is going to be his second fight. 2018, he only fought once, Lucas Matisse. 2017, only once, Jeff Horn. 2016, twice, Jesse Vargas, Bradley. 2015, once, Floyd. So, right there, man, in the past 4 years, even if we go all the way back to 2014, he's fought twice. Jiri, then Bradley. 2013, he fought once, Brandon Rios. So, you guys see his fight, you know, per year. One year he's fighting once, then twice, then once, then twice, then once, then twice. So at 40, yeah, I guess you're old in age, but at the same time, his body has taken, punishment from sparring, from training camps and all that. But I mean, the fights are not like before, man. Before, fighters were fighting 8, 10, 11 times a year, okay? These fighters right now, once they hit a certain status, they're fighting once, twice, maybe 3 times, maybe, and that's pushing it. In this day and era, man, with all the supplements, all the technology and stuff like that, man, I'm sure Pac-Man has been able to keep that body young. So I don't really think age is going to be a problem. He may not have the same stamina he used to have. To me, Thurman does look like the bigger person. And I've seen in interviews where some people have sparred Manny and fought Thurman. They say Thurman's the bigger puncher. I think one of them was Sean Porter. He said, you know, Manny's faster, but Thurman definitely punches harder. So, you know, man, this is a double-sided sword. You know, Thurman could win, knock him out, and people are just going to say, hey, well, man, he was old. He was 40. You know, every fighter is going to say that to Thurman. But if Pacquiao wins, he's going to get all the glory. So, to me, Thurman has more to lose than Pacquiao. But, hey, man, this is the challenge that he wanted. And that's what he's going to get. Okay? I've seen, like, many interviews from Freddie Roach, too, where he keeps saying that Manny's getting back to the same aggression after he got into, you know, Christianity. He's changed the way he's so aggressive. But, I mean, let me look. I believe, no, I know already by heart. The last time Manny Pacquiao knocked somebody out was 10 years ago, man. 10 years ago. Do you guys remember who he knocked out? Alright, well, if you said Ricky Hatton, then you got it right, man. The last person Manny knocked out was literally 10 years ago this year, and that was Ricky Hatton. Apart from that, he hasn't knocked anybody out. I know off the top of my head, he put down a few people, Chris Algieri, Brandon Rios, I mean, I could look it up. Let me see who else he's fought. Oh, he put down Matisse. Oh, actually, you know what, man? I was wrong. Scratch that off, man. He did get that TKO against Lucas Matisse, but I mean, it wasn't a knockout. I mean, he, you know, let's see before that. You got that TKO against Cotto. But, you know, I'm talking about a knockout, man. He got that against Eric Morales and Jorge Solis. So yeah, I guess he has that TKO against Matisse, but I mean, Matisse just hasn't been right, man. If you guys see that fight, the guy's usually a bull. And something about that fight, man, just, I don't want to say, man, he was paid off. I don't want to assume things that I don't know, but I mean, that fight reminds me of the fight between Lomachenko and Rigo, where you're just like, damn, man, I know you got more. What in the world are you doing? So it's boxing, man, is the business. Whatever happened, happened. All right, man, on another note, whatever happened with the whole Matisse, that's out of the way, man. The other thing is that Pacquiao hasn't really been knocking down sparring partners, like he used to. So that's something up that Freddie Roach brought up. And it just goes, man, sometimes you have to put two and two together, man. No matter how old you're getting or, where you're at in your career, has to, that doesn't have anything to do with how you do in sparring or how you do in the fighters. If you're a person that's used to knocking people down and beating them with power and speed like Manny's used to, then all that stuff should keep transitioning. Like Floyd became a very defensive player, very defensive boxer, but he did all that even till the end. Manny's known for the power, and he hasn't done anything. I mean, not even in sparring. I forgot who interviewed, or I read that Freddie said that he felt like he was getting his aggression back, and the guy asked him, the person that was interviewing him, if he's knocked anybody down in sparring. Freddie could be lying, but if Freddie's telling the truth, he said he hasn't knocked anyone down. That the only thing that he was happy about is that he got a full camp. He got a month off from Congress, and then he got a 6-week training camp in America. So that's another thing that I'm intrigued about. Manny got the full camp. I want to see how he comes out. I know that when he was young, when he was younger, he used to rely on, all his athleticism and, his natural, gifts. We just got to see how he goes as he slows down when he's fighting the bigger man that is going to keep going, that's not going to give up. Like the Jeff Horn fight. I thought Manny won that fight against Jeff Horn, but I thought Jeff Horn tried to bully him because Jeff Horn just wasn't going to give up. The Matisse fight, I feel in my heart Matisse just gave up. He threw in the towel. And the Broner fight, I'm out of words, man. I'm so disappointed sometimes at Broner, man. Like, I go into fights, why I root for the guy, I have no idea, man. I have a special part of my heart with that guy. I just want him to win in life. And I'm there rooting for the guy, and then he just breaks my heart, man. He just doesn't throw punches, man. You see somebody that's so naturally gifted, because he truly is a naturally gifted person, and he just a waste of talent, man. So in that fight, you can't even really see what kind of Pacquiao he was. But I tell you one thing, Broner took a lot. But I know Broner has a hell of a chin as it is. But the fact that Manny was the only one throwing and he didn't even knock them down, you might go to show, does Manny still have that power? He didn't put down Jeff Horn either that I could recall. So that's all things, man, you have to take into consideration. So enough of Manny. Now we'll go to Thurman, man. Thurman, I don't care what anybody says that he's trash talking this fight. Hell of an IQ, man. That guy, I love hearing him talk because he knows what he's talking about. The way he says things or that he approaches the situation, he's just not talking smack to talk smack. He knows what he's doing. He's got a great IQ. He's the younger guy. And like Sean Porter said and somebody else said, that's fought both of them or sparred both Pacquiao and Thurman. They said Thurman had the bigger punch. Okay, he had the 2-year layoff, but prior to that, he's been fighting good opposition. You know, he went from Danny Garcia to Sean Porter. You know, he fought 2 top 5, if not top 3 in his division back to back. Who else is doing that? You know what I mean? Before that, he fought, I don't think before that, let me see. But I know a couple of fights before, he fought, Guerrero. Here, let's see what we got. So he went from Soto Caras to, Julio Diaz. That's so. He went to Bundu. Bundu was undefeated, beat him, unanimous decision. He beat Guerrero. Then Luis Colosso, he beat 2. He's a freaking dog in there, even though he caught Keith with a good body punch. And then he went to Sean Porter. Then he went to Danny Garcia. Sorry, I was wrong when I said that he went from Danny to Sean Porter. He went from Sean Porter to Danny. And then, yeah, he had some trouble with Josecito Lopez. But, I mean, you got to think about it. He was out for 2 years, okay? Josecito Lopez, he's no slush, man. The guy could fight. He had the longer range, which Thurman wasn't used to. Josecito didn't have anything to lose, man. If you see that fight, he was swinging for the fences because he's got a whole lot to gain and very little to lose. So when you're in that situation, you just go at it, man. You dive in the pool and you go to war. So you can't really judge too much on Thurman about that. I mean, the things you could take out of it is he could take a hell of a punch. He knows how to contain himself. A lot of those people would have put their hands up and stayed against the ropes when they got hit with that and just try to clinch right away. Thurman tried to get his legs back, moved around, lateral, moved around the ring, you know, clinched and made it through the round, and he recovered quick. So it tells you, even if he gets buzzed, he's still up here. So that's a good thing, and that's where I go to the IQ part, man. Keith has a great IQ. I'm curious to see, and this is what I think, man. I'm gonna end it up like this. I think if Thurman comes out pressuring Manny from the get-go, I think he's gonna catch Manny sooner than later with a good punch, because Manny is not good going backwards. Okay? Now, if Thurman doesn't come out and start pressuring him, then... Oh, hold on, before I say that. But Thurman has to be smart when he comes out and approach him. He can't pull the Chris Algieri, where Chris Algieri went to try to walk down Manny and kept getting, you know, caught with those punches and kept getting dropped. Then again, Chris Algieri's chin to Thurman's, that's 2 different worlds. But Thurman has to be smart about it too. And Chris Algieri doesn't have the punching power as Thurman. So I'm sure when Manny feels Thurman's punch, he's gonna, you know, figure out, hey, do I want this guy walking me down, or if I'm gonna take some lateral movement? So that's what Thurman has to watch out about, man. He's got to watch out, you know, Manny going lateral, moving around, 1-2 punches and moving out and cutting off the ring, because Manny's very good cutting off the ring. So we're gonna see, man. I'm excited for this fight. This is gonna be a hell of a fight. Thurman, you know, second fight after a 2-year layoff, let the body rest, good punching power, gets a nutritionist, working out, you know, 2-3 times a day. Is going to be a hell of a fight. We know Thurman's going to come out for the knockout, because you know and I know Thurman is not going to get a close decision, okay? So this will be 2 titans clashing. Manny with the experience, 8th division world champion, you know, hell of a speed, movement, good IQ. Then we got Thurman, big puncher, young, good chin. His confidence has always been through the roof, and he believes in his power. Great IQ, and he's hungry, and he's at the peak of his career. So this is going to be a great fight, man. I just hope that if it does goes into the judges' hands, that they don't mess it up, and they pick the right winner. Let the best man win. I don't want to say who I want to win. I'm just gonna leave it out there, man. Let the best man win. This is gonna be, I think, maybe if not the top, maybe Joshua and Andy Ruiz was a hell of a fight, but this one's up there too. And man, I gotta give it to like Fox, PBC, Showtime, man. They're pulling hell of a fights, man. This is gonna be a monster fight. Then supposedly maybe that Danny and Mikey gets made fight. That's gonna be another hell of a fight. The Spence and Sean Porter just got made, and we got Benavidez in the undercard fighting Darrell. Oh my God, that's gonna be a dog fight. That in itself could be a damn main event. So man, PBC is doing it right, man. That's why you see those guys putting up these fights Saturdays and Sundays, and you got all the other networks sticking them in there on Fridays or doing fights in the other side of the pond. But anyways, man, I'm gonna end this video. Comment down below, man. Let me know who you guys think is gonna win. Let me know if you guys think it's gonna go to decision or if it's gonna be a knockout. I'm expecting a TKO or a KO. I'm just not gonna let you know who. I'll see you guys in my next video, man. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and share the video. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Peace. Yo, I forgot to add in there. This is going to be, I knew I was excited, man. This is going to be a hell of an event. Oh, my God. Check me out. I forgot to mention this. We had Sergey Lepinets against John Molina, which, John Molina goes to war, baby. No matter what, that guy goes at it. One of Pac-Man's, I guess, fighters or whatever from his whatever boxing or label. I forget. I went blank. But Jair Inson, he's gonna come in for John Molina. He had some back problems. Then you have the next fight that I really wanted to see was the Ugas and Omar Figueroa. Oh man, this is gonna be a heartbreak, man. This goes to like when you have two beautiful girls, man, that you've always wanted to be with, and they finally both want to be with you, and now you have to make a decision. That's where I'm at, man. I love Jordanis Ugas, man. I thought he won that fight against Sean Porter, or at a minimum a draw. And I also love that kid Omar Figueroa, man. He's a kid that's very quiet, but man, he's got a lot of talent and a lot of cojones. So that one, man, to be honest, dude, that's like seeing your favorite soccer team go to PKs, man. I don't even want to watch that fight because I don't even know who I want to root for. That's a fight that breaks my heart, man. But then you got Luis Neri against Payano. Luis Neri, man, that guy is a monster. If you guys haven't seen him, bantamweight, because a lot of people don't see it, you guys got to watch him, man. That kid comes out like a bulldozer, man. He just wants to run you over, man. He reminds me of Edwin Valero. By the way, one of my favorite fighters. He's in my top 3 all time. Luis Valero, man. I loved that guy. Then you got You got Caleb Plant and Mike Lee for the IBF. I don't really care for this fight, man. Like, I don't really care for it, to be honest, man. Only because I'm a boxing fan, I'm going to see it. Caleb, I don't know, man. That fight doesn't excite me. Caleb Plant, both fighters, man, they work hard. Caleb, great IQ, man. You could tell he works for what he's gotten. not to my taste on the trash talking, but at the end of the day, man, that's his job. He's trying to promote the fight, and to each his own. And then Mike Lee, I don't really know about him. Seems like a cool stand-up guy, very polite. So let the man, let the best man win. And then the last one I'm excited about, man, is F.A. Ajagba, man, the heavyweight. I don't know if I'm saying the name right. He's fighting another undefeated fighter, Lee Aaron. That's gonna be a good one, man. The guy F.A. thinks from Nigeria. Remember that name, man. The guy's gonna be a problem, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be a problem. That guy, hell of a punch, man. So yeah, I'm excited for this card, man. We get two promotions at once, man, because just Keith Ugas and Nettie could have been in one pay-per-view in itself, man. And then before that you got the Plan, F.A. You had the Lipinets. So it's gonna be a hell of a fight day tomorrow. I can't wait, man. Let me know what fight you guys are most excited about. See you later, alligators.